YouTube, what's good, YouTube? What is going on? What is happening? All right, my Smell Good family, what's good with y'all, man? Hopefully everything is great, fantastic. Y'all are doing well. Your families are good. Work is going well. All your aspirations and desires are just really coming to life for you guys, man. So hopefully everyone's doing well. All right, so we are kind of wrapping up summer here, man. It depends on where you are. The fall is kind of showing signs of itself, and some people are already dealing with full-blown fall temperatures, you know, in the Midwest and up north, and maybe even further out on the West Coast, maybe. All right, but now here in the South, here and there you get a little glimpses in the evening time that beautiful fall weather is on its way. So with that being said, the summertime days are in the dog days. All right, so I got a two-part video I'm going to do here because I wore a lot of fragrances this summer, a lot of them. So today is going to be the first 10. All right, I'm going to do I guess the first 10 of the best of summer 2022 for me. All right, for me. So I've got about 20 consistent summertime fragrances that I've worn all summer long, and you know, these type of videos, they just come with it when you kind of come out of one season and get ready to go into another one. So I decided to go ahead and get a jump on things. All right, so here are 10 of my favorite, most worn, best of 2022 summer fragrances. Let's go ahead and kick it off. All right, up first, man, we're gonna go with just Old Faithful. You know, if anything is Old Faithful, this is. And I wore this to the gym, I wore this to run errands, I wore this to the barbershop. I've just worn this in just many different arenas and avenues, however you want to put it, from the house of Mont Blanc. All right, we got Starwalker, Mont Blanc Starwalker. All right, now this one is just great. It's a legend. It's a classic, beautiful warm weather, hot weather scent. Very fresh, very clean. You just, man, it just smells so good. Like I said, very fresh and just very clean. Okay, it's gonna last you, you know, not that long. You probably get about 45 hours. But if the heat gets on it, kind of maybe give you an extra hour because the heat has grabbed a hold to the notes and the cores that are in this thing. But fresh, clean, aromatic scent. You can't lose with it. I've never heard no one say that they dislike this. Never. And you can get this for a great price on discounters in your rack stores. I got a backup bottle of this. This is a 50 ml, 1.7 ounce. I paid 20 bucks. All right, 20 bucks for this one. I think, yeah, 20 bucks for my backup bottle as well. All right, so not number one, but first up from the best of summer 2022 part one, we have Starwalker from Mont Blanc. All right, next up, a 2022 release, and I put this thing to work, and I just really like what they did here from the house of Giorgio Armani. All right, we went with the Acqua di Gio, the EDP. The EDP, look at that dent in that thing. Yes, sir. This stuff is fantastic. Fantastic to me. That lavender, the addition of the lavender, the orange in here with that Acqua di Gio legendary DNA. To me, this is the original, Profumo, and Profondo all in one. That's what I get when I smell this one right here. You don't really get Absolute in here, or any of the other flankers that I can think of. Some people say Acqua di Gio Essentia, I think that's what it's called. I've never smelled Essentia. It's discontinued. They say it's maybe kind of relatable to this, but I get Profumo and Profondo in this thing, and I wore it a lot. Right out the chute, my wife loved it. She just really enjoyed the scent out the gate, and I wore this, you know, pretty regularly, especially when I first got it. All right, so another one on the list from the best of summer 22 part one, we have from the house of Giorgio Armani, we have Acqua di Gio, the EDP. Very nice performer, good performer on this thing as well. Pricey on the price tag, but I think it's worth it. All right, up next, man, I love you. I love you. From the house of Prada, all right, we have Prada Luna Rosa Ocean. All right, Prada Luna Rosa Ocean. This stuff is just fantastic to me. I really enjoyed this juice, wearing it. everywhere, to the office, out and about, hanging out, whatever. I've worn it and I enjoy it, man. It's so versatile. It smells so good to me. And this is just a versatile scent, man. You can do a lot with this stuff, and honestly, you could wear this outside of summer. I think this is a 3-season scent: spring, summer, and fall. And it just works. And this is just one that I put a hell of a dent in. I think I'm about halfway through it. Halfway through a bottle, and this is one I plan on having for a long time to come. And as soon as I see something out of 200 ml bottle or 150, I'm grabbing it. Yeah, it's like that with this one. Really enjoy it. Good longevity, good performance. Just worked well for me for sure. From the house of Prada. All right, we have Prada Luna Rosa Ocean. Love this juice, man. Love that color blue on the bottle as well. All right, top 5 for lifer for sure. And I definitely put this to work. And I'll keep putting it to work until I start wearing this little brother that I got over there from the house of Mancera. All right, we have Starwalker. And what I mean about little brother, man, I got the intense over there for the cooler weather. All right, but this one right here is fantastic, bro. Man, it's just so nice, man. The opening on this thing is beautiful. Beautiful opening of this thing. A host of who's notes in this thing. But the one thing that you guys care about the most and what I care about the most is that this smells incredible. Perfect for the summertime. Great performance. Great longevity. Some people could try to compare it to Creative Vintage. I can see why they have that conversation, but I think this thing does its own thing. I mean, is it in the Creative Vintage wheelhouse? Okay, cool. But that's all. This does its own thing to me. And I work this thing for sure this summer. From the house of Mancera. Top 5 for lifer. We got Starwalker. All right, moving along to the best of summer 2022 part 1 from the house of Chanel. Y'all should have known it was coming. We have Blue de Chanel, the EDT. Big dent in that thing as well. Halfway gone. The juice is halfway gone in this big 150 ml. And I wore this a lot, man. Most of the time during the summer, man, it's hot. You don't want to put on nothing crazy, nothing offensive, nothing heavy. So the majority of the time, man, I was in t-shirt, shorts, ball cap shades, and really something light if I was out moving around during the day. Going to the office, and I wore some of these a lot to the office. I wouldn't even wear these when I'm out and about, but this one in the EDP, but I wore this one the most when I was just kind of moving around. All right, but this is just a classic, great scent. Just gonna cover all grounds, all bases, and it was fantastic, man. And I really put a dig in it for sure. So from the house of Chanel, we have Blue de Chanel, the EDT. Really put that work in. All right, another one that I really put that work in, and I got this bottle earlier this year. It is probably the most hyped fragrance of the year so far, maybe, but definitely of the summer. From the house of Versace, we have Versace Hawas. This stuff is fantastic. This is one that, again, just like the Chanel EDT and the Starwalker, if it was hot and it was blazing outside and I was moving around, if me and the family were out doing some shopping or just going out and about just throughout the day and I was in that heat, this is one that qualifies just for that type of situation. T-shirt, shorts, sunglasses, cap, or maybe no cap, and a fragrance like this that lasts all day long. It is a great performer. When the sun gets a hold of it, you just can really see what it can do. Of course, this is in conversation with Invictus Aqua 2016, which is discontinued. I have smelled that one before, and if my mind serves me right, I'm gonna go with this one over the Invictus Aqua 2016, all right? So this right here is fantastic. The hype on it is real. I really enjoy it. Backup bottle on deck. That's how much I enjoy it for sure. So another Titan from this year, from the house of Versace, all right, we have Hawas. All right, we are halfway through the best of summer 2022. Let's go ahead and keep the list going. This is part 1, all right? Next up, one that I wore to the office a lot, and I'm still gonna wear because this is another 3-season scent from the house of Polo. All right, we have the new Polo Blue Parfum. Big fan of this stuff. Really caught me by surprise. I just wasn't expecting it to be this good. The orange and the lavender and the fresh spiciness that is really with this, it just worked perfect for the office, and it worked perfect when I was out of the office, you know, going out and about, moving back and forth, you know, during my work day. It just works either way, and this is one that I really enjoyed. I enjoyed it off first sniff. I got this for my birthday. Shout out to my sister for showing me love on that end. But this stuff is just fantastic, man. It's fantastic. 3-season fragrance, summer, spring, and fall. But in the summertime to the office, this is one I definitely utilize a lot. All right. So from the house of Polo, we have the new Polo Blue Parfum. Don't get it confused with Polo Blue Deep Blue Parfum. That's something totally different. All right. Next up, y'all knew it was coming. Y'all knew a version of this was coming somewhere from the house of Armani. All right, from the Club de Nuit line, we have Intense Man Pure Perfume Parfum. All right, there we go. This is a 2022 release as well, and I really put a lot of work in on this one. Now y'all know how I love the Creed Aventus DNA. And if it's me wearing the real Aventus, the original DNA of this thing, if it's this, or if it's Alexandria, or if it's Mont Blanc Explorer, doesn't matter. I'm a fan of that style, but this one is probably the most well-rounded. I do have the limited edition Parfum as well, but this one's probably the most well-rounded, and I've reached for this one the most. All right, very good fragrance. You know, you get all your birch and your pineapple-y, citrusy opening, like everything that comes with it, you get it with this one, and it was fantastic, and I put it to work for sure. All right, so once again, from the house of Armani, from the Club de Nuit line, we have the Intense Man Pure Perfume Parfum. All right, two more on the list, and these two probably kicked off my summer. These two probably, yeah, I'm gonna say they kicked off the summer for me, and I was wearing these a lot. And one I was really surprised what it had going on. From the house of the Banana, from the house of Banana Republic, we have Vintage Green. Vintage Green. I wore this one a lot to kick off the summer, man. I think this is an overachiever for Banana Republic. I think with the, you know, the petitgrain and the citrus and the greens that are in this thing, it just really gives off this beautiful scent, perfect for any warm weather occasion, spring, summer. I wore this one a lot during the day. My wife enjoys it. I wore this a lot fresh out of the shower. I even wore it to the gym. I just really enjoyed this one, and I put a hurting on this thing at the beginning of summer, and it is fantastic. You can get it for a great price in your rack stores for around that $20-25 mark. For me, this was an overachiever with the performance as well. I don't know what it is about this one on my skin, but I roughly got around that 6 to 7 hour mark. That is indeed a true story. All right, most freshies and most citrusy base fragrances, you only get maybe around that 4 to 5 hours, but for some reason this one likes my skin. All right, and I like the juice as well. All right, so from the house of Banana Republic, we have Vintage Green. Vintage Green. Big fan of this, man. Big fan. All right, and last but not least, from the house of Missoni. All right, this is another one that kicked off the summer, and I wore this a hell of a lot, almost halfway done, excuse me. From the house of Missoni, we have Missoni Wave. Missoni Wave. Again, this is a combination of Versace Pour Homme and Chanel Allure Homme. All right, that's what those two. That's what this is. With those two combined, you get this, and I really enjoyed this one. I go back and forth and say, do I like this better than Allure Homme? Do I like this better than Versace Pour Homme? I don't know. I don't know. I have to have a real conversation with myself about that soon. But I really enjoyed this one though. This stuff is fantastic. All right. Again, another overachiever with the performance on my skin. I get about 6 to 7 hours as well. Love how the vanilla orchid really shines in this thing. Marine-like, aromatic, just nice, beautiful scent for the summertime. And you can even do this on date nights. This is something where you can do inside and outside. It's just versatile like that, and really good stuff for sure. I got a backup bottle of this on deck for sure. All right, so you can get it for discounters right now around that $35-40 mark, and it's really good. It's really good, and it's. I think everybody should have this if you don't have Versace Pour Homme, or if you don't have Chanel or Laurent. All right, so this is another good one from the house of Missoni. We got Missoni Wave. Missoni Wave. All right, so that is part 1 of the best of summer 2022. We'll be doing a part 2 here shortly, maybe next week or the week after. But I wore so many fragrances, I want to give all them their shine. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. So these are the first 10. They're not in any order, but these are just the first 10. Really enjoy them. Really enjoy them. Great juice, great stuff for all occasions for my summer 2022. All right. So until next time, y'all be cool, be safe, take care of yourselves. Getting real bright out of nowhere. Y'all be cool, be safe, take care of yeah, there we go. Y'all be cool, be safe, take care of yourselves. And I'll see you guys on the next fragrance video. And remember, put it on. Put that juice on. Put that splack on. Represent yourself. Smell good. Feel good. What Deion Sanders said. If you dress good, you feel good, you play good. Yeah, so if you smell good, then you feel good, then you play good. All right, keep that in mind. Y'all be easy.